Hey, hey, Dripping Springs. It is Ashley and Amber on a Wednesday at 4ish o'clock. So, you know, it is time for the weekly drip. Today is season 4, episode 41. Woohoo!
41. Wow.
I know, that's a good number.
I don't know why, but every time you say what episode we're on, I'm like, wow, we did that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. So last week we jammed on gratitude. This week, I thought it would be really fun to talk about our local artisans that we love dearly who are out there like hustling and grinding and working all the markets and doing all the things. So I wanted to get into that. At this time of recording, it is just a few days before our annual Christmas on Mercer, which happens the first Saturday of every December here in Dripping Springs. And if you haven't started Christmas shopping yet, that's okay. Me neither. But I'm going to get on it come Christmas on Mercer. And I'm going to be shopping from all my friends. What do you think about that? I think that just makes so much sense, right?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt that we have like the most incredible friends in the world that make like everything we could possibly want. We know somebody who does that and not only does it, but they do it very well. So
they do.
We're pretty spoiled.
And we didn't talk before we kicked off of like who wanted to go first. What do you want to do? It's up to you. And that's also really hard because if you've been following us for any amount of time, Amber and I might be the same exact person. So does our list look identical? Probably does.
Probably. We know a lot of the same people too.
I know. Give me somebody I don't know.
Okay, so let's see here. So I'm sure all of you know that I love alchemy. I have been spotted there frequently. I'm there at least a few days a week to get water or juice or their cosmic peppermint latte, which I'm super hooked on. And the gal accidentally put an extra drop of peppermint in it yesterday. And she's like, I can fix it again if you don't like it. And no, get two.
You liked it better?
It was even better. Those happy little mistakes.
Oh, I think that if Alchemy were giving out gold stars, you would have earned one quite some time ago. You are a super fan of them and their superfoods and
they just opened an hour later. So they were closing at 4:00, which is not super convenient if you're picking up a high schooler and you want to stop by afterwards and get a little treaty treat. But they are now open till 5. So you can go after pickup and get your little treaty treat. The acai bowls are delicious. The green one. Get the green one. I know it's green and you wouldn't think that it's sweet and good, but high schooler approved.
And whoa, I like it.
It's my favorite.
So an artisan that I'm really into is Holly Caldwell. She owns Holly's Harmony. We both love Holly. Huge fan. I have the vendor list for Christmas on Mercer. I don't see her on here, but I know you can find her at 12 Foxes Market. I know she's like running the market circle right now. But you're probably watching this on Facebook. You can find her on Facebook also.
Holly's Harmony.
You just held up her lip balm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff is dope. It's so
my
good.
Favorite.
Mine too. Favorite.
None of my other chapsticks do the things that does to my lips. They disappear. I have to hunt them down because my teenager likes them also.
Okay. I'm very lucky. I don't have a teenager yet, and I married a human that really just doesn't prefer things on lips. I think that's why he covers his with hair. If you know my husband, you understand that very well. So I get to hoard all the chapsticks just for myself. And you don't even need chapped lips to use Holly stuff. It'll keep it from happening. I love her stuff.
And last year, she really hooked it up. I contacted her and I said, I need stocking stuffers for my entire family. And she just asked me, what's your budget? How many people do you need? I gave her my budget. I told her how many people I need. And she made individual little bags of different things. So they had soap. My son's had bubble bath in it that had like a little ducky in it and was so stinking cute. and lotion and chapstick, and everyone got hooked up. It made it really easy that all of those products were covered, and I didn't have to like go get them from the store where there's questionable ingredients or anything. I know everything that Holly makes is only high quality ingredients, and my family loves their stuff.
It is. It is. I'm going to jam on a few more. Cadeau. They put together like cute little baskets and offerings. Then we have our dear friend from Empower. I'm looking down at my phone because I don't want to screw up last names. So Laura Roy, I didn't actually remember that was her last name. Texas Market Favorites. So if you're an artisan that has a shelf stable product and you want to like go big into the online space, she can help you and get you on Amazon. And we've seen her have great success helping other artisans do that as well. Lisa Zeman.
I love her stuff. I love her stuff.
Yeah.
And she can do custom earrings.
Zeman Woodcrafts.
Yeah.
Zeman Woodcrafts.
I'm really looking forward to my book club earrings she's making me.
You're getting book club earrings?
Yes, I'm just waiting.
I can't wait to see this. So zemanwoodcrafts.com. 'Tis the season for that. Dripping Springs Chocolate Company. Obviously.
There.
It's time. It's time. Flipping through my Christmas on Mercer list, some of my favorite ethical women in business, and I call them ethical women in business because moons ago I did a spotlight series on women who own ethical businesses and what does that mean. So Sawa Sawa is going to be at Christmas on Mercer. Zuri Style is going to be at Christmas on Mercer. Origin Mexico is going to be at Christmas on Mercer as well. All of their products go to support other people in different parts of the world. And they're just doing really cool work right here in the heart of Dripping Springs and making an impact in the world, which I think is so amazing. Our friend Jen, owner of Rooted Treasure Succulents. If you don't have one of hers, what are you doing with your life? Have you been living under a rock?
I have a few.
Did I say Zuri Styles?
No.
Zuri Styles. So that supports women in Uganda, I believe. Miss Lily's shop. Love their stuff. So love their stuff. And then so many possibilities for those who do the elf on the shelf. That elf can have 101 little outfits. I think we're growing out of the elf on the shelf. I think it's time to retire him.
I cheated. My son doesn't know elf on the shelf. He found the box yesterday and he's like, Mom, what's this? And I'm like, oh, that's nothing.
Literally nothing.
He caught the Christmas boxes before I was able to like properly separate them into the things that he's allowed to see. Really, that's the only thing. Some other great places. So also right there in the heart of Dripping Springs, Mazama. I know we've already talked about them a few times, but go see them. They have gluten-free, dairy-free pastries, and that is a really big deal for people who can't eat all of the gluten and the dairy. So I'm always excited when I see something like a pastry that is definitely not normally gluten-free, dairy-free to be able
and it doesn't taste like trash. I mean, that's the real magic.
Like trash. It's delicious. It's made local. We love them. So appreciative to have them. Also right there, have you ever been into Sacred Moon?
Yeah, that's where I buy my herbs.
They're so sweet in there. I love that place. It is wonderful. It is so much fun in there. They've got so many different things. Highly recommend. It's one of those places, like I walked by them so many times and did not realize that they were there until somebody asked me about it. And I was like, really? Are you sure it's in Drip? Yes, they are in Drip. They are the super cute little house that's right there, right near Mazama. And they've got all kinds of fun things. They've got jewelry. They have herbs. They have calendars. They have decorations. They have, they have incense and stickers. And I mean, you never know what you're going to find in there. There's all kinds of really, really cute stuff in there.
Have you ever considered that it doesn't exist until you see it for the first time and then it magically appears?
Yes, I like that. I hadn't thought about that until now, but yes, I'm on board. Yes. Like if a tree falls in the woods, does it really make a sound? Yeah. Maybe it didn't exist until somebody told me. Like,
And then once you can't
the clouds parted. Sacred moon.
I'm totally kidding. I don't totally mean that. But you guys, if you haven't noticed yet, Amber has a book mystery behind her. And is your tree topper a crystal?
It is. It is.
Are you going to charge that sucker in the moon?
Yeah. Selenite tower. Good stuff. I didn't have a star to go on the top of my tree, but that seemed like it kind of goes perfect.
It does. It does. Yeah. If you don't have enough of local vendors at Christmas on Mercer, there's also the Vintage Market Days happening this weekend as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Ranch Park. I was dropping my son off at elementary school. He was very young, and I saw a parade of white SUVs and like coffees in hand. And I'm like, what is going on here? I'm the mom that drops my kid off in my pajamas. So I had to go home and actually put on clothes. And then I went back and I was exposed to the Vintage Market Days for the first time. It's not just a market that happens here in Dripping Springs. They happen several places in the state and maybe even nationwide. Like it could be like one of those moving kind of franchise things. But you're going to find really, really cool, unique, kitschy kind of holiday things. So if you don't have enough of a fill at Christmas on Mercer, you can absolutely get your fix at Vintage Market Days.
All the things.
Oh God.
All the handmade things. I don't know. I'm a sucker for something that is made by somebody with love.
Absolutely.
It means more when somebody like really took their time to put something together and gets you right here.
Yeah. It's something you want to give, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get hungry inevitably. Christmas on Mercer does have food available. I'm going to take 30 seconds to plug myself if that's okay.
You absolutely should, because for anyone who doesn't know, Ashley brings the big man to Christmas on Mercer. And not only does she bring the big man, she brings the best big man.
He is the best man.
With like, it's extra. It's so beautiful. She does such a great job.
So Santa will be at Hudson's. I've been bringing Santa to Christmas on Mercer for 5 or 6 years now. COVID was a weird time. I couldn't bring Santa then. So we have our free professional photos as usual. Whenever you sign up on the form, so you get your photo back. There's also an option to get a letter back from Santa if you fill out the form for your kiddo as like an extra bonus. This year, we did an exclusive story time with the big guy from 9 to 10. And I think it's something we'll continue to do. The way you get that invitation is simply by participating and coming to Christmas on Mercer and enjoying the festivities with us. So we'll extend that invitation next go around. But I say that to say this, Hudson's, Chad and Natasha, the owners there, are so gracious in letting me come and use that space. So it's kind of a rain or shine thing. And they have a full bar. They have food. All the goodies. So if you're hungry, you want to grab a burger or something midway through, that's going on at Hudson's as well. So you can throw your kid in line and order some lunch along the way. That side of Mercer Street is very, very kid friendly. The fire truck is always down there. There's all kinds of little activities for kids to do. So it's like kid central. If you're hungry outside of there though, the Dripping Springs Cook-Off Club is going to be around. Rolling snowballs, Oh My Pizza Pie, flight ice creams, Blanco Cowboy kettle corn, Pecos Pete with like the slamminest root beer you've ever had in your life. And then both of our favorites, Abby Jane, will be at Christmas on Mercer too.
Oh, yay. I didn't know they were going to be there. I was going to say, once you're done, if it's before 3 o'clock, make your way on over to Abby Jane. But that's even more convenient that they're already going to be there.
Yes. I feel like I've been like...
I got their stuffing, their dressing for Thanksgiving, their pre-made dressing, and it was the bee's knees. Just letting everybody know. Next year, I got lucky. They put out a post that they had some leftovers, that they had a couple extras, and I was like, me, please. And it was the hit of our meal. I mean, my turkey was really good too. The prettiest turkey I've ever made. But everyone was really, really enjoying the Abby Jane dressing. So next year, get that dressing.
I don't know. It sounds like pretty exclusive to me. Like,
It was pretty good.
You snooze, you lose.
It was very good. Yeah, definitely do the pre-orders on all of those things because the best stuff sold out. Yeah, and then if you want something nearby but not quite right there, there's also Time and Dell right across the street, which is tried and true, loved by all of Dripping Springs. They have a beautiful pastry case of things that I wish that I could eat, but everybody else can eat them, and go eat them for me and tell me how delicious they are.
Well, I mean, arguably, like one of the most Dripping Springs staples, right, is Time and Dough. It's like it's an institution here.
What is your go-to?
Do what?
What's your go-to order at Time and Dough?
They have a sausage that I like. It's like a chicken sausage. So if I'm getting breakfast, I really like that. Their quiche is really good too. If I'm going there, it's to get something I'm not going to get at home, and I'm very rarely going to make a quiche, and I definitely don't buy the chicken sausage. But I think it's really good.
It's really good. I get this is going to make it sound like I'm there a lot. Maybe I am. I get the rolling eggs with no cream, and then I have them put like all the veggies that they have in there. So the Happy Gardener mix, which is like the zucchini and carrots and onions, I think. And then I have mushrooms and bacon and goat cheese and their pickled jalapenos. And I get that in like the scramble. So good.
All right.
So good.
All right. I actually don't eat eggs. So it's like a special occasion if I'm going to eat eggs. I just don't want the eggy taste, which is probably why I like quiche so much, because you mix so much stuff in it. Like it's not really even eggs anymore.
There's a lot in my scramble. It's mostly vegetables with like a dash of egg.
A few more businesses that are going to be at Christmas on Mercer that I just adore. Palm Social Collection, they have their storefront right by Alchemy. They'll be at Christmas on Mercer as well. Any of those shops along Mercer Street, they're going to have stuff going on for Christmas on Mercer, so you're not going to miss out there.
Sure.
Our girls at House of Jane will have a spot, and Tejas Tonic has a spot this year as well, which I think is kind of cool. Jam Boutique, further down on Old Fitzhugh, they're coming to Christmas on Mercer also. It's a long list. I'm looking at 3 pages of the vendor list, and I'm hoping I don't step on anyone's toes, because I want to mention like everybody, and I'm talking really fast. Like I want to love on everybody, because I'm so in awe of how amazing our community is, how creative our community is. Like we don't hold back around here. We have so many cool offerings.
We do. And it looks like Shelly commented cinnamon rolls, and I'm not sure what business she was talking about for that. Possibly Time and Dough. They have really good cinnamon rolls. I know I always talk about Alchemy, but Alchemy just got cinnamon rolls, y'all.
Oh, really? Interesting.
They are sourdough cinnamon rolls, and they are dangerous. You know what? Don't get them, because it might become a problem.
Well, before we run out of time, who am I missing? Who did I forget? Because I certainly didn't mean to.
Ooh. I don't know. I didn't get the list of who's gonna be there, so I'm trying to think of who I just know off the top of my head is gonna be there.
Well, that's okay. I said a lot.
Well, you just can't go wrong. If you are looking for Christmas presents, you're looking to support this community, Christmas on Mercer is definitely the way to go. And the vintage days, you're going to get yourself covered. There's really something for everyone, something for all ages. And we're just so fortunate to have such an incredible community of businesses that do all of the things and get us written up like in Vogue.
Oh, yes. Did you read that article?
I didn't, but I found out a little something. It had something to do with alchemy, how they ended up, the article came about. So
Little Dripping Springs in Vogue
Little
magazine.
Dripping Springs. We're in Vogue magazine, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of the Weekly Drip. We love you. We appreciate you. Ashley and I both are going to be out there on Christmas in Mercer. If you see us, please say hi. We'd love to meet y'all. If you have any suggestions for the show, things you want us to talk about, things you want to know, we are always open to feedback, always open to try and bring you exactly what it is that you're looking for and wanting. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And we will see you next week, Wednesday at 4.